Alright. Welcome back, everyone. I am a little out of it. You know, be a day that ends in Y. But I did just get back from a long drive. But we'll manage. I've got food. I have water. We're back with Yakuza 5. Sorry about the Dead Rising stream. I was having some computer trouble. But hopefully, I have resolved it by now. So we should be good to go for Yakuza. And for anyone who doesn't remember, or the like, we're back with SAEJIMA. He is in prison, again. It's, you know, that's just sort of what he does. And there's been some shady shit. He's going in to earn some cred, and he was about to be released again, but he was provoked into a fight by another prisoner over one of his fellow inmates named Baba. And, now he's been chucked into solitary and he's got even more years on his sentence. It's generally been a bad time. But we'll find out right now as we get into chapter 2. Oh, yep, game was still on the right capture. Fantastic.
副所長さん。
なぜ手を出した？なぜ手を出したと聞いているんだ。
おかしなこと聞くんやな。こないだはなんで手出さへんのか聞いてきたばっかりやないか。これは
お前の仮釈放申請書だ。数日前から私が進めていた。
なんであんた組の人間は表出さんって言うてたやないか。
1週間前に所長宛てに届けられたハガキだ。登場会がお前を破門するという旨が書かれた破門状だ。刑務所は更生施設。罪を犯した人間を更生させるのが本来の目的だ。罪に対して十分な更生を態度で示した服役囚には刑期の軽減措置が図られる。仮釈放もその一つだ。
Second, I realized I didn't actually. This. Alright. That should be good.
通常服役囚が極道関係者の場合、更生を示す最も有効な手立てが組を辞めるということ。つまり今回のケースもそれにあたる。お前ここを出たら登場会の若頭を襲名する予定だったんだろう。2年前お前がここに移送されてくる際、警察関係者から申し送りがあった。そのことが他の囚人にバレないよう配慮してくれとな。傷害罪で3年。お前ほどの大物がこの手の軽微な罪状で服役する場合の理由は2つだ。敵対する第三者にはめられたりなどして現場不在を余儀なくされた場合、もしくは逆に自ら身を洗い組織の万全を期すため。釘原に暴行を受けても手を出さなかったのは身を洗い一刻も早く組織に戻るためだよな。
もう破門の身へ関係ない。
今回のことは不問に付す。組を辞めたお前がもうここで無駄に苦しむ必要もないだろう。どうした？泣いてるのか？
アホらしい。
気持ちはわかる。ここで過ごした日々が無駄になってしまったんだからな。だが
そんなんちゃう。俺はつくづく自分が情けないんや。
え？どこに行く？おい！
高坂藩、仮釈放の件 辞退させてもらいます。
なんだと？
破門されて初めて分かった。俺はヤクザを続けたかったんやない。ただ自分が信じた奴らと一緒に降りたかっただけなんや。もともとどの組織におるとか若頭になるとかどうでもええんや。今はちゃんと罪償うてここ出られりゃそんだけでええ。
冴島。
冴島の兄貴。
冴島さん。
その様子やと濡れ衣無事晴れたようやな。
本当にありがとうございました。俺本当になんて言ったらいいか。
礼はええ。それより仮釈放の方はどうなったんや。
認められました。副所長が通してくれたようです。
そうか。
それにしても冴島、随分と早く帰ってきたな。あれだけの騒ぎを起こして懲罰貿易じゃなかったのか。
俺も不問にされたんや。あの高坂いう男にな。
高坂が？馬場ちゃんの件といい、冴島さんの件といい、いつからあいつそんなに寛大になったんですか？
破門のせいや。
破門？
それってまさかあんた組を追われたってことじゃ。
そのまさかや。
兄貴、破門って。そんな、何があったんです？
理由はわからんけど破門されたこと自体はどうでもええ。それより
なんだ？
嫌な予感がするんや。
配達でーす。
はい。これって。
どうした日村？
これって冴島さんがいた組のことですよね。
東上会最高幹部真島五郎氏死亡って。兄貴、これ。
こういうことやったんか。
まさかあんたの破門ってのもこの事件が関係してるのか？
兄貴、
嘘や。こないなことあるわけない。
冴島さん。
こんな時間に何を騒いでいる？余暇時間中とはいえ静粛に。これ以上騒げば減点対象とするぞ。
すみません。
冴島、馬場。
はい。
先日お前らが行った刑務作業の件で話がある。二人とも棒から出ろ。
わかりました。
冴島、お前もだ。早く立て。
兄貴。
呼び出したのはあんたか、副所長。嘘の理由まで作ってこないな場所呼び出して一体何の話や？
副所長室では第三者に話が聞かれる可能性もあるからな。安全のためだ。我慢してくれ。
どういうことです？説明してください。
実は冴島の仮釈放申請が却下された。
え？却下ってどうして？
私にもわからない。 通常仮釈放の申請は施設のある地方公正保護委員会が審理し決定されるものなんだが、今回はさらにその上、法務省から直接圧力がかかったようだ。
法務省って、そんな。
冴島は全国の警察関係者もマークする裏社会の大物だ。東上会ほどの大組織の最高幹部が仮釈放されるとあれば、法務省が口出ししてくることも考えられるが。
話言うんはそれだけか。
ん？
さっきも言うたはずや。俺は仮釈放を申請するつもりはない。それに馬場ちゃんはこのことに何の関係もないはずや。俺はすぐにでも調べなあかんことがあるんや。
真島五郎のことだな。
真島？真島って確かさっき新聞に載ってた人の名前。
真島五郎、東上会射程頭直系真島組組長、構成員数千人を超える組内最大の勢力真島組の組長であり、冴島大河の唯一無二の兄弟分。そうだったな。
え？じゃああの殺された人っていうのは兄貴の親友？
そう。そしてその真島を殺したと目されているのが札幌北方組の組長北方泰造だ。
北方組？
警察関係者の話によれば、真島は東上会会長の命を受け、北方組を傘下に収めるべく札幌へとやってきていたらしい。そして組長の北方との会合中に撃たれて死んだそうだ。どうしてお前がここに呼ばれたのかわかるな、ババ。
はい。
なんなんや、馬場ちゃん。
北方組は前に俺がいた組です。
なんやて。
場所を移した方が良さそうだ。そうだな。資材置き場で待っててくれ。私もすぐに向かう。一緒にいるのを見られるのは避けたい。
ええんか。この隙に何するかわからへんぞ。
お前も話の続きを聞きたいだろう。冗談に付き合っている暇はない。いいな。
わかった。
兄貴。
馬場ちゃん、今は副所長の言うこと聞いとこう。話はそれからや。
はい。
That was a lot of cutscene. I have to walk across the yard. And not really much to talk about here. You won't have to do what he says, so he's waiting for me in the storeroom. So, not much really to do out here but save, and may or may not be able to guess that that is for a reason. So, save the game. It might come in handy. Alright.
待たせたな。
で、さっきの話やが、馬場ちゃんが真島をやったっちゅう北方組の人間やっちゅうのはほんまか？
ええ、そうです。でも高坂さん、俺が北方組の人間だったとしてシャバの事件とは関係が？
そんなことは分かっている。私が気にしているのはお前らの身の安全だ。
安全って一体どういうことですか？
どうも引っかかるんだ。今回の一件、あらかじめ全てが仕組まれていたことのように感じる。
どういうことや？
半年前に集団で入所してきたあの国原のグループ、それと共に始まった冴島への暴行。連中の目的はお前の刑期延長だった。そこに来て波紋の話。仮釈放の手続きを私が進めた途端、国原たちは手口を変え、馬場を罠にはめることで冴島の仮釈放が取り消されるよう仕組んできた。なぜそこまでしてお前の刑期を延長する必要がある？
冴島の兄貴に復讐させないためですか？
その可能性はある。もしかしたら国原たちは事前に真島が殺されるということを知らされていて、冴島がここから出て北方組に復讐できないよう足止め役として送り込まれた人間なのかもしれない。
確かに北方組は大きな組です。でも囚人を送り込めたとしても法務省に圧力をかけるような力があるとはとても。
ああ、そうだ。もし法務省に手を回すことができるとすれば、そんな組織は2つしか存在しない。一つは関西の近江連合、それにもう一つは。
そうか。つまり釘原たちは東上界の息がかかった連中ちゅうことか。
え？ああ。もしこの推測が当たっているとしたら、話の規模からしてそう考えるのが妥当だろうな。
ちょっと何言ってるんですか。なんで東上界が身内の人間にそんなことをする必要があるんですか。
裏切り者がおるっちゅうことや。東上界の内部にな。
裏切り？
冴島は2年前この刑務所に入るとき、刑期を終えたら東上界の若頭に就任する予定になっていたんだ。
兄貴が若頭？
とにかく東上界はどうにかして冴島の力を封じ込める必要があったんだろう。
まさかそれで破門を。
しかし、ただ破門しただけでは逆に刑期短縮、仮釈放が許可される可能性が高まる。だから法務省にまで手を回し、今度は仮釈放の申請を却下した。この網走に冴島大河という力を封じ込めるためにな。おそらくそういうことだろう。持っていけ。
これは
さっきいた運動場の一番奥、南西の門。その裏にスノーモービルが止めてある。その鍵だ。
どういうことや。
脱獄しろ。ここから。
なんやと。
ついさっきうちの所長が死んだ。死因は調査中だが他殺の線が濃厚なようだ。
なんで所長が？
所長は冴島の仮釈放が却下された理由を聞くため東京に向かう途中だった。だが札幌空港でタクシーから降りたところ、何者かに襲撃されたらしい。それだけじゃない。今日の午後には新たに100名近くの服役囚が移送されてくる。通常では考えられない数字だ。おそらく何かの目的があって移送されてきた人間に違いない。
それって兄貴を殺すための資格ってことじゃ。
事態は我々が考えるより大きくなっているんだ。このままでは確実に冴島、それにこの件に関わった馬場も殺されることになるだろう。そうなる前に何としてもこの危機を回避しなくてはならない。
せやけどこないなこと許したらあんたの身も。
覚悟の上だ。私は職を辞すことに後悔はない。それよりもこの刑務所が更生を促すための施設であり続けることの方が重要だ。
こうさか。
冴島さん、それに馬場さん、もうあなた方は囚人ではありません。あなたたちは十分に罪を償った。これ以上私がここであなたたちに更生を促す必要はない。ここから出て本当の敵、所長を葬った真の敵を見つけてください。深夜同房の囚人が眠ったのを確認したら房を出てください。刑務官に命じて鍵は開けさせておきます。署内を出たらそのままグラウンドを突っ切って南西門から脱出してください。その時間なら釘原たち他の囚人たちの妨害にも遭わないで済むでしょ
う。分かった。
最後に一つだけ約束してください。
何や。
もし犯人を見つけることができたら、その時は決して殺さず必ずその男を生かして刑務所に送ってやってください。そこから先は私たちの仕事ですから。
約束する。
お願いします。
で、何だったんです副所長の話ってのは。
別に大した話じゃなかったですよ。仮釈放の申請を改めてするって話で。ね、兄貴。
ああ。
そっかー、2人揃って仮釈放か。寂しくなるな。で、冴島さん、ここ出たらどこ行くんです？月見野に行って例の兄弟分を殺した男を探すとか。
ま、そうなるやろな。
それじゃあ冴島さんとはまた近々会えるかもしれませんね。
なんで？
だってほら、それって復讐しに行くってことでしょ。殺人罪でまたここに戻ってきちゃったりして。
おい日村、縁起でもねえこと言うもんじゃねえぞ。
そうですよ。冴島の兄貴がそんなことするわけないじゃないですか。
でも殺された人、冴島さんの親友なんでしょ。冴島さんの性格からして黙っておけるわけないんじゃないかと思って。あれ、怒っちゃいました？
別にええよ。そう思うんが普通やろからな。せやけど俺は復讐はせえへん。俺自身は兄弟を殺した北方っちゅう男に直接恨みがあるわけやないんやからな。
じゃあ何のためにそいつ探すんです？
俺は知りたいだけなんや。兄弟を殺した男がどんなやつなんか直接会うて話が聞きたい。
話してどうするんです？警察に突き出すとか。
別に何もせえへんと思う。
はあ？何ですかそれ。
俺は聞きたいんや。この世で一番強いと思っとったあの兄弟がなんて言うて死んでいったんかもな。それが北方の口から聞ければそれでええ。
それで兄弟を殺した相手の恨みは消えるんすか？
もしほんまに兄弟が殺されたんやったらそれは弱なった兄弟のせいや。殺したやつのせいやない。人に命取られるようなやわなやつになってしもたんか、それか犯人がもっと強いやつやったんか、どっちかや。
なんか深いんだが浅いんだがよくわかんねえ考え方ですね。
まだ俺は兄弟が死んだとは信じられへん。せやからそれを確かめたい。それだけ。俺の勝ちや。
ああ、来たね。最後に2で革命って。札幌のローカルルールじゃそれなしなんすよ。ずるいね。はあ、それじゃあ冴島さんと馬場ちゃんとこうしていられんのも残りわずかっちゅうことで、例のあれやっときますか。
ん？例のってあの妄想ゲームか？
でもあれゲームっていうか日村さんの武勇伝だからな。
どうです冴島さん、いいでしょ今夜くらい。
そうやな。またおもろい妄想させてもらうかな。
それじゃ行きますよ。まずは
So it's hard to imagine this being the second time. Yeah, looking real good. What's your tall tale today? I imagine I'm a former detective, but let me tell you about a case that I broke wide open. Would you bet me to be a cop while I'm behind bars? Odd notion, but I... Right? Don't change my look again now. They ain't the right cop for a cop, but... It doesn't matter, just let me start the story. Alright, it begins at this bar on Lavender Street. Let's go there. The place is called Ambitious. Man, it sure is crazy how totally dead Majima is. Like how it's so sad that Goro Majima is dead and we won't get to see him in Yakuza 6, The Song of Life, Yakuza Like a Dragon, also known as Yakuza 7, and Yakuza 8 for the Wealth, maybe. I guess I don't know if he shows a bit of the wealth. The point is, this twist, this whole Majima being dead thing doesn't really work when we know for a fact that there's at least one game that he shows up very much alive in. And also, there was that bit in the intro where we saw him, and it wasn't a scene we've seen yet. My point is, you gotta sort of suspend your disbelief for the whole Majima being dead thing. It's less about, oh, does this impact you? Does Majima being dead impact you, and more, is it realistic that the characters react this way, and what sort of effect would it have on them? And in that point, I think it makes sense. There is a spot to save here in the imagined Tsukimino. I'm not hurt. SAEJIMA's story has not been very gameplay heavy so far, but and yeah, I certainly will not defend or pretend that the first two chapters of SAEJIMA's story are not very gameplay heavy. However, thankfully the second two chapters, once we get to them, are very much gameplay heavy. So that could be fun. Sure. Let's play darts. I played a lot of darts in Gaiden. That was a lot of fun. This is just another flashback in Tsukimino. It's not especially challenging to beat Kaguya in either of these games, but I prefer darts because I played it a lot in Gaiden, so I'm decently experienced. And you know, darts and Yakuza are always felt like the simpler, or I guess easier minigame for me than pool. But maybe that's just because I'm not very good at pool. Remember how to play. Gonna drag it back. Fucking Cruelty Squad. Bull! Ourselves another bull. Very nice. Darts. Hello, ma'am. You changed your dress very quickly. Unless you were wearing that under your coat? Not sure. Yeah, her AI is not great. I mean, it's not bad, but she's a decent bit of practice. Won't exactly hurt. If you have at least a vague idea of how to play darts in this game, then I definitely recommend it. But that goes for either of the minigames. It's not like you're in for a major challenge here, unless of course you suck, like I do. Then you might be in trouble. Or I'm just... maybe my mouse pad isn't big enough. I don't know. Or I'm just making excuses. I'm still winning, at least. The darts... here we go, SAEJIMA. You'd only get the starter darts. You can't like go and buy better ones before this. I mean, obviously, SAEJIMA spent most of this part in prison. They're not exactly selling better darts there, but it can be a little annoying. There's not really a lot to comment on here, other than there's not a lot to do in the first half of SAEJIMA's story, other than just sort of, other than the plot. There's not a lot of non-plot things. But at least it's decent fun, even if I would like to be fighting more people. But that will be rectified soon enough. We will have plenty of opportunities to fight people eventually. There we go. I'm starting to get the bowl back. Starting to get the darts stuff back down. Even if Kaguya is kind of catching up to me. Not very quickly, but, you know, she's trying. She's trying her best. Yeah, so in these countdown games, you can start to... Once you get low enough, the game will start to tell you what you need to hit. I actually might have just lost this. I don't think I have enough of a lead to... Oh, wait, well, if she's just gonna do this... Oh no, did she beat me at the last second? I think she did, she beat me right at the end. Oh, nope, we got one more round. Give me the ball! Come on. Give me the ball! Now we just need to hit a single 17. Where's the 17? There it is. Single SAEJIMA. There we go. Right on 0. There we go. Very nice. Alright. I don't think it actually matters whether or not you beat Kaguya. I don't think anything huge changes. Mura's back. And sneak a peek at that counter. Ugh, suspicious men, are they? Chinese mafia. Or just tipped us off about a weapons deal going down. Audacity, these guys. My date was just a cover. I bet they left, so we went after them. Alright, let's stop that weapons deal. Nobody commits crimes in Japan except Japanese criminals. Not on my watch. Karaoke place. So, we can wander around a bit of Tsukimino right now, but there's not a lot of buildings accessible to us, and a lot of like the major side stuff isn't unlocked. The only thing we can really do, like Himura implied, is karaoke. But we'll have an opportunity to do that and a bunch of other stuff later on, so we're just gonna do it then. SAEJIMA's beginning here actually sort of has the same rub that I thought there was in 4, where there isn't just a lot of opportunity to get stronger. You sort of have to just know where to put the limited experience you get. Also, sometimes you'll just be hit by cars and have to dodge them. So use the crosswalks. I was an officer of the law. I was able to protect the town and bring honor to my proud and noble profession. Were you busted for corruption? Yeah. Even, I don't know how noble and professional you can claim your profession to be. Alright. Let's head back behind Ramen Village. No, we can't go in and eat food. Fortunately. Alright. Yep. Alright. So, like last time, like in the last game, SAEJIMA, our resident beast style, primary strategy is going to be picking up big weapons and beating people with them really hard. And you know what? It works. It works really well. And I'm a fan. Definitely, if you get an opportunity, you can go for tiger puppetry, but honestly, there's so many bicycles and mopeds just sitting around this little alleyway that it's almost just easier for the raw crowd control power, especially because you don't want to be taking a lot of damage in these early parts of SAEJIMA's story, given just how limited your options are for healing. It's, if I recall correctly, unless you like specific, and actually no, you can't take items you bought in Kamos from the prison, naturally. So the only real healing item you'll have right now is the ointment you got from the old man, I believe. I actually don't think there's any way to get other healing items right now. So it can make some of these fights difficult if you're a little too reliant on items. get through these games. And maybe there's some case to be made that makes you better at the game. That's like a way to improve. But also, you know, sometimes people just want to get through a game that aren't very good at games. And if you need to item spam through it, then you should. And save the town from peril. Mighty heroic. Alright. What a nice little jaunt through the imagination. Bedtime. Except for two of us. It is not bedtime. It is in fact escape time. This feels like a very familiar pattern.
世話になったな。
行きましょう。
Give him a little bow on the way out, of course. Oh, for three of us, it is not bedtime.
おやっさんの言った通りっすね。
Oh, never mind. No one was sleeping.
でもマジで寂しくなりますね。
まあな。そんなことより、あとは今日移送されてきた囚人たちが動き出さなきゃいいんだがな。
そん時はそん時でしょう。大丈夫。きっとあの二人ならそれでも逃げ出せますって。
Alright. Nope, one more cutscene.
ここ出たらグラウンドやな。
ええ。
Wait.
あれは。
Uh-oh.
兄貴、これは一体。
How did we not see you guys coming? There could be hiding places here.
逃げろ冴島、逃げるんだ。
高坂、
すまない、俺の力では止められなかった。だからどうにかして自力で逃げ。
高坂、高坂。
Yeah, he stabbed, bro. He dead.
どこに行くつもりだ冴島。
国原、お前。
No,
てめ
seriously,
えに
how?
逃げられちまったらせっかく呼び寄せた兵隊たち無駄になっちまうじゃねえかよ。もっと俺らと仲良く楽しもうぜ。
馬場ちゃん、
What's that?
あんなクズでも高坂藩は生かせっちゅうやろか。
言うんじゃないですかね、高坂さんなら。
そうか。よう聞けや。お前らは殺さん。その代わりこの世には死ぬより辛い生き方があるちゅうことをその体に教えたるわ。生き残ったこと後悔させたる。 お前らが死ぬ瞬間までずっとな。
Let's go, Tiger. So, time for another prison escape battle. At least this time we're fighting other inmates. But, SAEJIMA, I'm starting to see a pattern. So, this fight sucks a lot. And I don't like it. Thankfully, there is the upside of some of these prisoners dropping healing items, a bit like the last time we did one of these fights. Unfortunately, it is ointment, which does not heal a lot of health on any character, and with SAEJIMA, it is a pitiful fraction. Another pro, most of these inmates do not have a lot of health, so just a few glancing attacks just from the sweeps of your heavy attacks will be enough to wipe them out. Unfortunately, a lot of them have weapons that will interrupt your attacks, or they'll just dodge just out of the way to not get hit, and interrupt you while you're doing your combo. Another pro, you are fighting with Baba, and occasionally you will get moments like this, where, provided you can hit the quick time event, and SAEJIMA just displays some literally inhuman strength, where you can take out a good chunk of inmates. You'll also gain a bunch of experience. Downside, there is no moment to save in between this and the fight in the image training Tsukimino. So if you lose this fight, then it is all the way back to that fight with the Chinese Mafia. And you better pray to God that you can do better each time. Because items you use in those dreams do carry over to real life. So don't expect any mercy. If nothing else, stick close to Baba if you can fucking pick him out. The pipes can come in handy, but the last hit of your rush combo is pretty slow. And if someone gets behind you, then you're in serious trouble. But the iron pipe does have enough of a sweep that I do recommend it if you think you can pull it off. If you think it's better for you than your rush combo, then definitely try and pick one up. Because there will be enough of them just around the area that you can go for it. That, and of course, go for lots of the invincible throws if you can. It's going to be rare, but if you can pull off Tiger Puppetry through a rush combo or something, like if there's a downed enemy you can grab and fling them, then using the throw variant of Tiger Puppetry can be a nice way to take people out. It's not perfect because it's very situational, but stuff like the wooden sticks that they drop with much higher durabilities, that's real nice. And stick close to Baba. He is the only one not wearing a hat and has like the same haircut as SAEJIMA, so you kind of can pick him out. It's just not very easy. Thankfully, all of the inmates, despite having unique names, do not have unique models. So if you just stick to the other guy that doesn't have a hat, then you'll be good to go. Gonna hurry to the southwest gate, pick up a weapon on our way, because that was battle dialogue, so we know we're not quite done yet. He's just right over there. Better make a run for it before someone comes after me. Oh, never mind. I guess don't bother with a weapon. So what exactly is stopping us from just leaving? Like, these guys aren't blocking the door. Is this just to teach them a lesson, SAEJIMA? Hey, hands off. Oh, I don't have heat. Oh god, right. I forgot you need to have at least your first level of heat before you can pull off Tiger Puppetry. That is a critical distinction. That is a very important prerequisite I did not recognize. But something I did notice was that we got Golden Dragon Spirit, which is going to be a very helpful upgrade a bit later. It's not going to be much for us right now. What it's meant to be is that instead of just taunting, you can hold down the button and charge your heat, I believe. Right? Abilities. Golden Dragon Spirit, yeah. Hold Q, raise the heat gauge for psyching yourself up. basically, you can charge heat instead of just taunting to give yourself a small boost. You can gradually build it. Unfortunately, in a situation like this where you're taking hits constantly, just being completely immobilized by the charge, I don't recommend it. Now I thought I put in a time jump tree. I was incorrect. Baba can actually knock people down, or get knocked down by opponents, which can set you up for Tiger Puppetry if you got heat. You don't get any heat restoring items, so they're going to be limited at best. So your ability to use heat actions and like is going to be limited. Basically, you're going to become very acquainted with SAEJIMA's core moveset, since your heat abilities are going to be restricted pretty heavily. Just because outside of, well, dealing damage, you won't have a lot of opportunities to be dishing out heat moves. Since stamina royales aren't exactly for sale. Alright, now here's the rough part.
なかなか頑張るじゃねえか。だがどんなに頑張ったって無駄だぜ。まだまだ新手がこっちに向かってんだからよ。ここを出たってあんたは逃げられねえんだよ。死ぬまで楽しもうぜ。鮫島。
The proper fight with Kugihara, with two of his buddies backing him up. And it's actually the same buddies as last time. Kugihara's got 2 health bars. I don't know if he had them the first time we fought him. I don't think he did. But if he didn't, then he does now. And his moveset is far trickier, far more damaging, and thankfully, while you're not on a time limit, he is definitely a lot scarier to fight than he was before. Especially if you don't know his pattern, which I did not the first time I fought him. Basically, try not to use ointments and the like that you got from the previous mob fights, because you're gonna need them now. Let's go with Super Knee Hammer, and we're gonna get nothing else because we don't have enough. We are gonna drop one of these ointments. If you have all of them, I believe you can bring at least 4 into this fight. You get a decent chunk of healing, but honestly, that's all the more reason to be careful with them. But Kugihara can also really mess you up. And I talked about it once already, but you just don't get an opportunity to grind stuff. So you're coming into this almost guaranteed with a very bare-bones SAEJIMA, unless this is New Game Plus. Thankfully, the most annoying part of this fight is dealt with by one of the nicer parts of this fight, and that is that the two thugs Kugihara brings that would normally be a pain in the ass to contend with in addition to Kugihara himself are usually pretty content with getting distracted by Baba. Unless, oh no, yeah, more often than not Baba will just take them out, and then the both of you can wail on Kugihara. Even if once he does come to Kugihara, Baba is not very excited to be attacking him. But I think just play smart, definitely don't get greedy. And Kugihara, as rough as the situation is not a very difficult boss. And far easier than the last time we had to escape prison as SAEJIMA.
ありえない。
信じられない。この人数相手に勝つなんて。
後の処理は自分でせえ。切るなり焼くなりしたら生き残る方法くらいあるやろ。お前は極道相手に戦争をふっかけたんや。こんくらいの覚悟できとったはずやろ。
殺さないで。
殺さへんよ。高坂藩との約束やからな。いけるか、馬場ちゃん。
はい。
馬場ちゃん。
クソが生かしてたまらかよ。
How long have you had
死
that?
ね冴島。
刑務官の拳銃って旧式で使いにくいんだよな。当たんないかと思って。
日村さん。
捜査一課の刑事だったんだよ俺。これで俺が月見野の武勇伝持ってたわけじゃないって信じてもらえます、冴島さん。
日村。
ああ、副署長なら大島のおやつさんが手当てしてます。どうにか一命は取り留められそうだって。
ほんまか。
ほら、大島のおやつさん隠れて薬溜め込んで他の囚人に回してたりしてたでしょ。あれ昔の癖なんですって。なんか若い頃は医者もかじってたみたいですよ。ほんといろいろ裏のある人ですよね、あの人も。
よかった。
早く行ってください。何分か前に俺が警察とレスキュー呼びましたから。今行かないと捕まっちゃいますよ。
お前らはどうするんや。
決まってるじゃないですか。ここでちゃんと刑期を終えるまで服役します。
一緒に行かなくていいんですか。
俺らがここにいないと何があったのか証言できる人もいないっしょ。それに今脱獄してもこの雪じゃ捕まる前に遭難でもして死ぬのは目に見えてるから。
日村さん。
馬場ちゃんたちこそ気をつけて。ここから出られたとしても外の方がよっぽど危ないんだからね。この季節は2メートル近い人食いグマも出るって言うしさ。
またそんな、こんな時まで話持って。
だから本当なんだって。まあいいや、早く行って。
恩に切る。
ええ、俺が出所したら飯でもおごってください。
任せとき。めっちゃうまいホルモン焼き死ぬほど食わせたるわ。
なんで？カルビとかのがいいんですけど。
ほら。
You don't get it, Himura. We had a whole flashback about Tripe.
アクセル全開で突っ切りましょう。
あ、しっかり捕まっとけや、馬場ちゃん。
Alright. Time for the snowmobile portion. Because that's what was missing from Yakuza. A snowmobile minigame. There is only one other time you will need this control scheme. WASD, W accelerate, S to brake, A moves your left, D moves your right, and then shift is tackle. That will become relevant later. For now, let's just get the hell out of here. I should say, don't hold the accelerate, or it will just screw with your animations. It's more to activate an acceleration. There are some obstacles you'll need to avoid here, but it's decently easy to see them coming. Don't be too afraid of scraping up against the walls. Just try not to hit the tree. This bit here can get kind of rough. The jumps, little hills, do give you a small speed boost, but you won't be able to turn once you're in the air. So if you're on crash course with something, try not to hit a jump. Uh-oh. Oh, those guards, aren't they? Oh, no. Oh, it's worse. Yeah, so looks like people really don't want SAEJIMA at prison. And these guys are actually dressed for this weather. Like, those prison uniforms, that's gotta be like some additional security measure of like, even if someone did get out, they'd probably freeze to death just walking away from the prison. Thankfully, these guys aren't too frustrating. You can try and sideswipe them, but honestly, they show up so rarely, and they're so very not in the way 9 times out of 10 that it's hardly worth it. You're not on a timer or anything, you're just trying to get to the end of the course without losing all your health. SAEJIMA has a lot of health. These guys will throw grenades, which can be a problem, and there will be obstacles you'll have to duck under, like I just so eloquently demonstrated. But honestly, this is more for the action set piece than actually like being a test of skill. There's this cool bit with Twitch, and it is a good place to get mulched by grenades if you're not careful. But honestly, even just sticking close to these guys I recommend, just because their grenades don't come out very far behind them, or very far in front of them. So if you can just outspeed them, then you pretty much only need to worry about trees and the occasional thing you'll need to duck under. The turning on this snowmobile isn't exactly great, but yeah, and the tackle also does force you into a slide, which can mean you hit a wall or another obstacle. But all the turns are big enough that I'm not too concerned that it doesn't really bug me that much. So again, this is not difficult, but definitely speed up because there is one big jump. Very nice. And then brace yourself because we got a big jump. Hell yeah. And I guess we lost them. I guess they all just kind of died. Or just gave up. To be fair, I would have given up after seeing a chasm like that too. Should ask, SAEJIMA, do you know how to operate a snowmobile? I mean, I guess he does, but... Why would you say that, Baba?
Baba! どうした?
指に力が入らない。
Baba! Baba! どこにおるんや? Naya, 日村の言うてたんよりでかいやんけ。
Welcome to the boss of Chapter 2! A fucking bear! It has 3 health bars, is immune to grabs, and all of its attacks are technically bladed weapons, so you cannot block them. I hope you didn't use all your healing items on Kugihara. And actually, I hope you didn't use any of your healing items on Kugihara. Because this thing can take out 1/4 of your health with a single grab. This fight is fucking... If this fight were not so absurdly difficult, I would probably have it as one of my favorite fights in the Yakuza series. And trust me, it's still up there, because it's really fucking cool that you just get to fight a fucking bear. However, this fight is in fact very difficult. Remember the tigers from Kiwami 2, and I guess also just 2? This thing is that fight, but one animal with double the ferocity. So this thing makes that motherfucker's tigers look like kittens. It is absurd how many times I died on this fight and had to retry. And on a much lower difficulty. Because not only is this fight difficult, and has all the same stuff about the tigers that was difficult, but you are not zippy, speedy, dodge around attacks and wail on them, Kiryu. You are slow as fuck, massive hitbox, wind-up time SAEJIMA. You are also not near the end game like you were when you fought the tigers in Kiwami 2. This fight is rough, and you need to play very defensively, which is difficult because SAEJIMA's not exactly full of range. Anyway, just keep a close eye on your dodge, because that's pretty much gonna be your saving grace in this fight. There is no attack that I would say is the attack you're looking for here, because even the basic swipe knocks you down and can leave you very vulnerable. I hope you don't mind the sound of my spacebar, because I'm going to be mashing the hell out of that for a lot of this fight. It's rough. That charge there can be pretty dangerous. I don't think we have any upgrade orbs. No, we don't have enough for anything. There are no weapons here to use. There aren't a lot of opportunities to charge heat. And honestly, I can't think of any heat move that does work on this thing. So... and also, it just attacks faster than you. So I almost don't recommend going for charge attacks. Just use your basic rush combo. And honestly, don't get hit by that grab. Because again, counting the falling, that's a quarter of your health. And, you know, maybe I should be thankful that it's SAEJIMA doing this fight. Because that grab is just a quarter of our health as SAEJIMA. I think as pretty much any other character, that would be at least half the bar. It is... well, it's a lot. This bear is incredibly dangerous. I don't really know what else to say other than this is the fight for, like, the first half of SAEJIMA's story. Every other fight you get into up until this one is just warming you up for this, or in the case of Kugihara and the escape, wearing down your healing items for this. Honestly, if you need to play at a lower difficulty, or just cheese the hell out of Kugihara, just so you can get to this fight with all 4 ointments, I don't think anyone in their right mind is going to give you hell for that, because this fight is rough. There is a quick time event here, where the bear fucking disappears, and then pulls this shit on you. But you don't even get an opportunity to deal damage. This is just an avoiding damage QTE, and trust me, if you fail that QTE, you might as well throw the fight if you're out of ointments, because it's over. Also, and I mean, I guess if you're out of ointments and he's only at the second half of his second health bar, then you were already in trouble. If you can hit the first hit of your charge attack on him, it'll stun him, but it has to hit his head. And I don't know if you know this, but the head is where all the dangerous parts of the bear are, like the teeth and the claws. So unless you're already halfway through your charge attack while his head's in range, then I don't recommend it. You need to be really careful in this fight, much like you would be fighting a giant bear in any other context, is, you know, approach with caution. Do not take excessive risks. Do not fight the giant bear. Once he gets low enough, you'll get one more QTE. Again, do not fuck it up. or I believe it will instant game over you. Anyway, feel the heat! Not the fucking music. So, I don't know if I've said this, but I consider Yakuza 5 to be the most anime of the Yakuza games. And that, I think, was the first example of when I finally realized it. Honestly, one of the better ways to deal with the Predator. Just establish that you're not worth the fight. Because trust me, we did not beat that thing. It just gave up. And, yeah. We've been doing this in the freezing cold in a paper-thin prison outfit.
あかん。俺はこないなとこで死ぬわけには。
Hello. Damn. This upper body strength it would take to lift SAEJIMA? Nice work, man. Alright. Well, with the fist fight with a giant bear survived, not won, survived. Move on. Chapter 3. Frozen Roar.
.あんたが助けてくれたんか。
ひどい凍傷だ。まだ動かん方がいい。下手に動くと凍傷部位の組織を傷つけてしまう恐れがある。しばらく安静にしていることだ。
ババはもう一人男がおらんかったか。探しに行かな。
わからん男だな。死ぬぞ。
仲間が死にかけてるっちゅうのに寝てられへん。
おとなしくしていろというのがわからないのか。素人が雪山に行っても二重遭難するだけだ。面倒事は困る。その馬場という男は私が探しに行く。
今面倒事は困る言うてやないか。
山にいるヒグマが人間の味を覚えてしまうと厄介なことになる。人の肉を求めて人里まで狩りに出てくる可能性もあるからな。
なんやと。
おそらくあんたを襲ったのは通常の倍ほどの大きさのクマだ。そうだろう。
確かに相当でかいクマやったが、ほんまにあのクマが人を食うんか。
いや、昔そういう噂もあったということだ。どちらにしてもあんたの仲間が熊の餌になる前に助け出さないと俺が迷惑する。そういうことだ。あんたがここを出ていくのは構わない。だが死ぬならせめて熊の餌にならないところで死んでくれ。そこに着替えを用意してある。古着で悪いが好きに使うといい。
まだ助けてもろた礼を言うとらんかったな。俺は冴島へ。あんたのおかげで死なずに済んだ。おおきに。
俺は奥寺だ。
And now we finally have access to a hideout. And that was Okudera. Probably, I think, number 2, maybe number 3 on the list of characters, like one game, small part characters in Yakuza that I really, really like. Probably second or third to... I can't think of who number 2 would be, so I guess second only to Andre Richardson right now. He's pretty cool, and we'll learn more about him later. Would have thought there'd be a village this deep in the mountains. Damn, it's morning already. How long was I out? Alright. Well, now we know where the character design from the pause screen comes from. And welcome to this tiny hunting village. I don't think it ever actually gets a name, but this is the first part of SAEJIMA's new area. Much like Kiryu had Ryukyu, I believe. We now have this place. But we'll learn more about it in just a moment, so I won't go on for too long. What I will do is save, because I do not want to do that gauntlet of fights again if I can avoid it. Let's see. We don't have any items in our item box, so let's just head on out. And actually, we're gonna head out in just a moment. Be right back, because I gotta run to the bathroom. I will catch you all in just a moment. I hope you're staying warm out there. Let's live on a mountain. We're gonna be mountain people. Maybe. I'm not sure. Shack looks cozy. Got some nice fish going. Get those. I guess there's a river. Take the shotgun. I feel like if you're going into bear territory, you just bring the shotgun with you, even if it's not the goal.
あ、おいちょっと。あんただな。今朝この集落に担ぎ込まれたって人は。ちょっと聞きたいことがあるんだが。
You want to fight? Let's fight.
あんたは西名というこの集落で暮らしてるマタギの代表みたいなもの。
What I might call the leader of the hunters.
マタギって漁師っちゅうことか。
ああ、もう最近じゃマタギなんて言葉知らない者も多いだろうがな。ここは昭和の前からマタギを生りとし生活している連中の古い集落なんだ。
それで俺に聞きたいことっちゅうのは。
ああ、それなんだが、また新入りがやらかすんじゃないかと思ってな。
新入りって誰や？
奥寺だよ。あんたを担ぎ込んできた
奥寺藩が新入り？
ああ、あんたは知らんのかもしれないが、奥寺ってやつはこの集落に突然やってきた流れ者だ。10年ぐらい前に遭難しているところをこの集落の漁師に助けられ、それ以来マタギの真似事をやってる。俺ら土着のマタギは迷惑してるんだ。
で、あんたは奥寺藩の何を気にしとるんや？
いや、奥寺が今朝また山に入ったって言うんでな。もしかしたら化け物が出たんじゃないかと。
化け物？
山おろしって言われる巨大な人食い熊だ。普通の熊の倍くらいの大きさがある。
それでもしかして俺を襲うた熊のことか？
何？あんたは山おろしに襲われたのか？
熊が山おろしなんかどうかは分からんが、おそらくな。
奥寺はそのこと知ってるのか？
当然や。
じゃあやっぱりそれでこうしちゃいられない。急いで仲間に連絡しないと。
急にどうしたんや一体？
あんたも命が欲しいなら今すぐ家に戻って戸締まりすることだ。間違っても奥寺のことを追いかけたりするんじゃないぞ。いいな。
That's probably okay. Let's wander out in town. Hello. Like your boots. Come up into the mountains. You don't think you came to hunt? Nobody in the village has seen before either. Hunt in a different area. Go to Snowdover, you're stuck here for a while. We don't have TV, there's no radio reception, we don't get newspapers. You'd rather be bored out of your skull, just sit tight. TV or newspapers, huh? Lucky for... Well, that actually, yeah, that is pretty fortunate. That no one here has any reason to know about why we're down here. Sakurai? What are you doing here? You've got a Kirby game to make. I don't know.
もし2メートル近い大男が集落から出て行こうとしたら、
Almost 2 meters
そ
tall.
いつを
I
止め
forget
て
how
くれって
big
な。
SAEJIMA is.
多分9年前の悲劇を繰り返したくないんだろうよ。
9年前の悲劇で。
9 years ago. This sounds like a Phoenix
山
Red
おろし
case.
に襲われたんだよ、この集落がな。
山おろして例の巨大熊にか？
ああ、当時奥寺さんには同じ家に住んでいたパートナーの佐藤という漁師がいてな。その佐藤が山おろしを追って逆に山おろしにこの集落を襲わせる原因を作っちまったのさ。
何やと
9年前のある日、佐藤は山おろしの噂を聞きつけ単身狩りに出て行っちまった。
そう、あの日も吹雪いていた日だったな。
それでどうなったんや？
狩りは失敗、佐藤は行方不明、後を追いかけた奥寺さんも重傷を負った。そして悲劇は起こった。
この集落が襲われたんやな。
ああ、不幸中の幸いというべきか。死者こそ出なかったが、家屋という家屋は壊され、備蓄していた食料は全て山おろしに食い尽くされることになった。この集落で生きるマタギにとっちゃ、冬は恐怖との戦いでな。1年かけて蓄えた食料を失うことは死を意味する。ほんとあの年の冬は生きるか死ぬかの瀬戸際だったよ。
そないなことが。
それ以来だ。奥寺さんがこの集落から孤立するようになったのは、毎年冬になると山おろしのことを追いかけて吹雪の強い日に狩りに出かける。他の漁師の都合なんてお構いなし。もしかしたら奥寺さんは山おろしを追いながら9年前の復讐を果たそうとしているのかもしれないな。
それやったら今日も。
いや、今日は野暮用があると言っていたな。山おろしの餌を探さなきゃならんとか言っていたが。まあ、いろいろと余計なことを話しちまったが、あんたが雪山に向かっても足手まといになるだけだ。ここは素直に家に戻ってもらえねえか。
Oh God. I gotta go up there. I gotta find Mama Cha. Mama Cha.
いや、放ってはおけん。奥寺藩は俺の命の恩人や。それに俺も仲間を一人雪山に残してきたままなんや。
なるほどな。聞いてた通りの男だな。奥寺さんからもう一つ言われてたんだ。多分あの男は止めても効かない。ならせめて雪山に裸で飛び込まないよう指導してやってくれとな。
なんやと？奥寺藩が？
ああ、何の予備知識もなしに突っ込んでいくよりはマシだろうってことだ。
で、まずは何から準備したらいいんや？
まずは服装だが、あんたは狩りに行くわけじゃない。防寒着としてはとりあえず今の格好でいいだろ
う。なるほどな。
となると、あとは2つ。万が一の時のための食料、それに地図だ。
どうやって手に入れたらええ？
地図は俺が用意する。問題は食料だ。どこの家も自分のとこで食うのに精一杯だからな。
そらそうやろな。
俺が地図を書き上げるまでの間、自分の力で当座の食料を確保してきたらどうだ？事情を話せば分けてくれる人間もいるかもしれない。
わかった。なんとかするわ。
Alright. So we gotta get some food. Thankfully, I know just the place. South of here, there's a nice big house with some stairs we can go up. Alright. Another house up there. Let's go see it. Hi, lady.
もしかしてあなたが山おろしを見たっていう？
ああ、そやが、あんたは？
私は仁科の妻、仁科君代です。
仁科？ああ。この集落の代表をしとるマタギのおやっさんの。
まさか山に入るおつもりですか？
いや、そういうわけはないんやが、
もしかして食料をお探しじゃないんですか？
なんでそう思うんや。
9年前のあの日を思い出したんです。今のあなたと同じように奥寺さん食料を探し求めていたから。
どういうことや。
すでに聞いているかもしれませんが、9年前奥寺さんは友人の漁師さんを追いかけて山へと入っていきました。でもあの日は数メートル先も見えないような吹雪の日。食料もなしに山に飛び込むのは自殺行為とも言えることでした。
それで奥寺藩は食料を探してたんか。
ええ。集落を一軒一軒回って頭を下げて。でも誰も流れ者の彼に食料を分けようとはしませんでした。主人はよそ者を助ける必要はないと言ったのですが、私はどうしても不憫に思えて。
あんたが食料を用立てたと。
ええ。きっとそうしないと崩壊すると思って。
これは
鹿の肉です。今はこれしかありませんが、持って行ってください。
せやけど旦那藩に見つかったらあんたも。
大丈夫です。主人には見つからないようにします。
恩に切る。
その代わりと言ってはなんですが、お願いがあります。
なんや。
奥寺さんがどうしてあの熊にこだわり続けるのか、その理由を解き明かしてもらえませんか？
なんでそないなことを知りたいんや。
9年前のあの事件以来、この集落はおかしくなってしまいました。それまで助け合いながら生きてきた集落のみんなが他人を疑いながら生きるようになってしまって、きっとみんなあの日の恐怖を忘れられないんです。だからそのストレスを奥寺さん一人にぶつけるようになってしまったんだと思います。
そういうことやったんか。
めったに他人に心を開かない奥寺さんがあなたには心を開いている。きっとあなたなら奥寺さんの心の闇を晴らせることができるはずです。どうかこの集落に住み着いた9年前の悪夢から私たちを解放してください。お願いします。
わかった。俺に何ができるかはわからんが、この恩に応えられるようできる限りのことはする。
お気をつけて。
Right. Go find us a guy. Probably go tell Sakurai that we got food. Hopefully the map will be done. Oh. Hey, that speech bubble looks familiar. Just find some food? Yeah, someone was kind enough to share. Good. I have to confess, I actually had some I could have shared with you, but I want to see if you were determined enough to scratch them up yourself. You tested me? Sorry about that. At least now I know you're the real deal. Glad I passed. You got the map ready? Sure do. I only drew the basic geography of the place, but it's enough to keep you from getting lost. Stick to the mountain's trailhead today. That's plenty to start with. You think Okudera Han's around there? Yeah, probably. I don't think you can go further than that. Now without a good reason, anyway. It's nothing. Like I said, the trailhead area should be enough for you today. The rest of the map's just in case you go back some other time. I recommend you add your own notes, like about landmarks and stuff. There's no better guide than the one you make yourself. Point. First things first, look here on the map. That's the trailhead closest to the village. That's where you'll start ascending. And you should take that path when you're coming back as well. Winding blue line is Mato River. Work your way up along it and you won't get lost. Yeah, definitely stay near the river for now. Got it. You should have all you done, Sakurai, huh? Well, I definitely can't do anything more. So you're planning to leave now, or do you need time to get ready? It's not like we got any items to find. I'm ready to go. Careful out there, SAEJIMA. Whatever you do, stay near the river. Oh. Heading up the mountain now. This is a very rough tutorial for SAEJIMA's side story. The important part right now is, one, very limited mobility in the thick snow. Whatever. The other one is the really big one that SAEJIMA is pointing out right now. The absolute freezing cold up here on the mountain. While on the mountain, your health will drain over time, so you can't stay up here forever. Gotta stick to the river for now. So basically, don't spend too much time out on the mountain, or you will freeze to death. It's not the fastest health drain, but it is definitely enough to be a problem if you're a bit too slow. You also cannot sprint while you're up here, but for whatever reason you can get into your fighting stance. What is that? Hold on, just a second. Okay, false alarm, my building is not on fire. I think it's just my downstairs neighbor burning some incense or something. Freaked me out. Let's just keep heading up the mountain. And try not to freeze to death. That is the critical part. I guess I say this is a soft tutorial. This is really just an introduction to, like, the basic layout of the mountain and the health drain. Both of which are things we'll need to keep track of later on for SAEJIMA's side story. Bear tracks. Pretty close to the village. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. Hopefully, Okudera followed them. Is it cold out there? It is. It's real cold out there. It is nasty, nasty. And yet, SAEJIMA does not zip up his jacket. I feel like, if nothing else, that should at least reduce the health drain. Blood trail. Blood. There's only two things on this mountain with blood. Bears and Okudera. So either this leads us to Okudera, or another bear. Already pretty high in altitude. This is a shame we wrecked the snowmobile, because that would come in real handy. Come in like ski patrol or something. Oh, look. Hey guys. It's me, SAEJIMA.
Mama-chan! Okudera-han!
何しに来た？
ババを助けに来たんや。あんた一人に任せておけるわけないからな。あんたも怪我しとるやないか。
It's okay, the cold is freezing my blood over the wound.
まさか山おろしにやられたんか。
うかつだった。俺も老いてしまったようだな。それよりその男を頼む。
わかった。
怪我はひどいがまだ息はある。すぐに集落まで運ぼう。
He's also been lying out here in the snow all night. Like, I don't think that's his mama clipping into the ground. I think that's Baba literally being buried in the snow. I'm pretty sure his blood is taking the form of a sort of slushy at this point.
しくじったか。俺は奴を追う。お前はその男を早く集落に連れて帰るんだ。
せやけどあんたもその傷。
余計な心配は無用だ。もたもたするな。一刻を争うぞ。
わかった。
Be a little gentle with him, Saejima. Just draping him over the shoulder like a sack of potatoes. I hope you didn't put him too close to the fire. Because you're not supposed to. You're supposed to, like, I think, drop put frostbite victims in, like, room temperature before you put them up to the fire.
発見が遅かった分、あんたより重傷だ。だが、無茶をさせなければ大丈夫。しばらく安静にさせておけ。
ああ。そういえば、あのヒグマをどないしたんや。仕留めたんか。
いや、吹雪が強くなってきてな。あれ以上深追いしたら戻ってこれない状態だった。
そうか。集落の人に聞いたんやけど、あんた山おろしのこととなると人変わるらしいな。山おろしカルンに人生かけとるって話やけど、なんか理由でもあるんか。
狩りってのはな、生きるためにすること、人間の生存本能なんだ。俺たち人間は何千年も前から動物を殺し、その肉を食べて生きてきた。この鍋の肉もそう。俺が買った動物の肉だ。食べるために殺し、殺したから責任を持って食べ尽くす。それが狩猟だ。だが、俺にとってあのヒグマは狩るのが目的じゃない。
ほな、なんなんや。
ただの殺戮。俺はあのヒグマを殺すために追いかけているんだ。思えば人間というのは不思議な生き物だ。憎いという理由で人を簡単に殺す。自分が生きるために仕方なくというわけじゃない。だからこそそれは罪として裁かれるべきことだし、それを償うために刑務所があるんだ。だが人を殺したことを悔い改め、刑務所を出ていく人間はごくわずかだ。ほとんどのやつは自分がやったことは仕方がないことだと割り切り、開き直って生きている。殺すというのは食べるための、そして身を守るための殺し以外、全てが勝手なものでしかない。殺人者が何を言おうとただの詭弁に過ぎないということだ。
あんた、俺が刑務所出てきたこと知っとって説教してんのか。それが自分の過去話してるんか。どっち？
どっちでもない。ただ俺があのヒグマにこだわるのは個人的な恨みがあるからだ。つまり俺はただの殺しをするためだけにここにいるという話だな。さあ話は終わりだ。殺した者として責任を持ってこの肉を食ってやろうじゃないか。
ああ。
Venison and tripe, those are two eats. Actually, I might have had venison before. It might have been in like a chili or something. Hey, Baba.
Baba!
Baba!
兄貴。
お前、もう動いて平気なんか。
ええ、なんとか。
そうか。
すみません兄貴、足引っ張るようなことになってしまって。
俺のことはええ。それよりお前を助けてくれた人に礼を言うんやな。
え、そうなんですか。一体誰に？
奥寺藩中漁師のおっちゃんや。ここは山の中にある漁師の集落や。
Terribly fortunate that we crashed this close to a hunting
まだ
village.
完全に回復しとらん。あまり喋らん方がええ。今はゆっくり休み。
はい。
Also, we should probably find you a change of clothes, because you are still in the prisoner
ちょっと
uniform.
待ってろや。奥寺藩に お前が目覚ましたことを伝えに行かな。
Go find Okudera-han. Let's go do that. But first, let's save. Big chunk of experience. I don't know if we got a level from that. I don't actually recall ever having had venison. Want to, though. I like meat. Very tasty. Go with that shovel. Meat I buried here last fall. Going next is a natural freezer, so the meat can stay there all winter without spoiling. Feel they were already running low.
Yeah.
Not this morning while he's not out there. Goes we go. The Yamaroshi is more likely to attack when Okudera-han's scent is in the air, just like that day 9 years ago. This one stays at home, afraid to hunt, and makes him come here and dig up meat. Better than the meat hunted at other times of the year. Here. Okudera-san again. Well, I didn't eat the food you gave me last time. Going to gather any while you're on the mountain. Some more deer meat. I just don't need this. I didn't eat the last one. I have so much health. I'm the tank character. You want to go into the wild? We got to Okudera-san, aren't you? Start hunting on my own. Ah, really? His wife was kind enough to share some food. I'm gonna repay her by catching some wild game. Luck. Hey, if you want to be helpful, you got a gun? Or that, there's clothes you want to deal with. You can't unwearing that. Every animal's gonna see you from a mile away. Also, at least, SAEJIMA, zip up your jacket. Because I feel like that parka would be really good at keeping out the cold if you just... You took the zipper and you pulled it up. Just did a little zip. And it would be so much better. Oh, what should I do? There's some in storage if you don't mind it being old. You won't look stylish, that's for sure.
Yeah.
As I'd like to help you, I only have one rifle. A hunter. We never allow ourselves to be without a gun. Remember Nishida-san having an extra one now?
So
I'll let you borrow it. His wife would be okay with it, but as for him, he's not on great terms with Okudera-san right now. Well, let's go ask him. There is absolutely no way this could go poorly. It's interesting the sort of weight that a gun is treated with up here, as opposed to, I imagine, what SAEJIMA was used to. We're doing true, but I got a favor to ask. You'd already started to find your own. I'm an outsider. I feel like I did it to Okudera-han for saving me, and also to you and your wife. I owe something to the whole village, really. I know I'm an amateur, but I can't take being a burden on you any longer. Let me hunt. At the same time, I can protect Okudera-han from the Yamaroshi. Our harsh place and you realize, SAEJIMA. Better hunters lose their way in a storm like this. Get it. You're just huge. For our best trackers have gotten lost chasing Cory into the wild, what makes you think you can do it? Know the dangers, Nishino. I know them, but you don't understand them. How could you? Think about borrowing a gun. Go home and wait for your buddy Okudera to come back from his wild goose chase. My fault for not thinking this through. It will happen and years ago will happen again.
Yeah.
Not that. What's good is supposed to the possibility of death. The previous invasion wasn't quite as casualty-free as might have envisioned, might have been told. Hey, Sakurai. That sucks. I get turned down. I know you won't. Look at this. You got simple coldware. And a horizontal double rifle. Where'd you get this gun? He's just dropped it off, actually. He doesn't want to lend you a rifle, but he wants you going up there unarmed even less. This is a deal, anyway. Not your concern right now. So, what are you gonna do? So, are you gonna do what you said you do? Go up the mountain? Yep, I'm heading out. Heading up the mountain, you get a special snow gear bag that holds gear and supplies specifically for the trip. Check the equipment screen before you head off. Bring an item with you to the mountain, move it to the snow gear bag in your equipment screen. Deer meat would be good to bring, so don't forget to put that in the snow gear bag. Get let out into the mountain, any items you already put in your bag will be moved to the item box. Basically, there's a very limited amount of stuff that you can bring up to the mountain with you. And you will specifically have to get it either out of your inventory or item box and put it in your snow gear if you want to bring it up to the mountain. So, you know, hit that equipment confirmation button right here in case you want to do that. And you can also see that we are currently heading out on the Mission Hunter lesson, which acts as a proper tutorial for this side story. We're much more equipped for the cold now. Our health is draining far more slowly than before. It does still drain though, so don't think you're invincible up here. Even without the dangers of the mountain, taking your time comes with its own risks. Thankfully, Okudera's right up here. What are you doing here? I tell you the Babachan woke up. Also, I can't stand being a burden on you anymore. I want to try hunting my own food at least. Or pay the person who shared her food with me, even if she doesn't have much for herself. Get a gun. Did you get them? Please don't tell me you stole them. Oh, it's all legit. I played vacation with some kindly folks and they let me borrow this stuff. A lot of kind people in the village, actually. That's fine. I still want to hunt. Can you teach me the basics? Fine, I'll do it. My life will be easier when you're not just another mouth to feed anyway. Okay, the basics. If you're serious about learning to hunt and trap. Today I'll teach you how to use your rifle. Shoot game? Yes. Usually after a shooting session, the guns need to be properly cleaned and serviced. That's an involved process, one I don't feel like teaching you, frankly. So I'll just clean it myself whenever you come back from the mountain. That way you only have to carry it when you're hunting. Less tedium for both of us. Sure, less tedium and less work for me. Exactly. Now, obviously, you can't shoot accurately if you're too far away. At game, you have to approach it without letting it see you. You have to make yourself small and quiet. Which is going to be very hard considering you're the size of a bear and about as fucking subtle as one. Crouch down and creep forward. Try it. Press C to crouch. By walking in this position, prey is less likely to notice you, and you'll have greater accuracy while shooting. The word greater turned up there twice. Crouch. Up, down. Up, down. Crouch walk. Crouch walk. Crouch walk. Good. Crouching makes it less noticeable so you can get as close to the animal as possible. Or sometimes it's better to just stay still, get low, and wait for a good shot. Alright, why don't you load your weapon? Same procedure as when you reload it after shooting around. Press R to reload. If the rifle is empty, you can reload it by pressing light attack or by pressing fighting stance while holding heavy attack. Shouldn't just ditch those cell sizes, but it's not good for the environment. That gun can only hold 2 rounds at a time, so don't waste shots, or your prey will happily escape while you're reloading. Some animals will even retaliate. They'll come right up and attack you, so try not to miss. Hit very carefully before you pull the trigger. Let's see how you shoot. Aim for that boulder over there. I'm making it flash with my mind. Hold heavy attack to raise the rifle and aim with the mouse. Shoot by pressing control or light attack. The rifle only holds 2 rounds, so press R when you need to reload. Okay. Aim. Very nice. That's SAEJIMA. You're a natural. The principal idea is to creep up as close as you can to the prey, aim for its head, and drop it with a single shot. Worry of bears. If you shouldn't want to miss, it will definitely come after you. Don't think you can beat one in a fist fight. Now you know the basics of riflery. The rest you'll learn through practice. Let's try hunting deer today. Fine by me. Let's not wander around aimlessly. There's a hunting hut on the mountain. It's there. Hunting hut? Here's where we are right now, on the map. There's actually more than one hunting hut, but the closest one is here. Base camp for hunters. Perfect for our purposes right now. I can't shoot well with my injury, so you should walk ahead of me. Everything surprises us. Alright. Also, while we're at it, let's reload. If you have one spent shell and one unspent, SAEJIMA will only reload the one, so you won't be dealing with any wasted rounds if you reload halfway through. But definitely if you have a spare moment with a weapon like this, then reload, because 2 shots is much better in a dangerous situation than 1. Uh-oh. Be a hunting hut. Come to this one in a while. I typically use the other ones. Shame to see it like this. The bears must have knocked it down.
Yeah.
Other bears may not be as big or strong as he is, but they usually do something like this. At least it can be fixed with a hut repair kit from the village. If you fix it, it can be used as a hunting hut again. There are a number of flattened hunting huts on the mountain. If fixed with a hunt repair kit, it can be used as a checkpoint. If you fail the mission, you can restart the mission at the hut you last visited. Rest in a hunting hut to restock your ammunition, and just like a hideout, the hut restores your health over time. For the week to continue, you can make an emergency return for the village at any hunting hut. However, if you do this, you will lose all items obtained during the outing, as well as any mission progress. Way of a hunter's life. He's poor until he catches his prey. Why don't we rectify that now? Let's look for some deer. You can and should sell items you acquire on the mountain. Your only source of income in the village is what you manage to hunt, trap, and harvest. Again, a lot like Kiryu, doing your job, or in this case his side story, is going to be the best way for SAEJIMA to make money. Especially since coming out of prison, you have exactly none. I see tracks. I've played enough Monster Hunter to know what this means. Bedahan, what are you making these tracks? Definitely deer tracks, and they're fresh. The deer are probably close by. They find animal tracks on the mountain. Follow them to locate prey. So, follow them? Yes, and from here on out, keep the chatter to a minimum. Let's use hand signals. Press Q to signal your companion. There are 2 commands. Come with me and stay put. Okay. Listen, if you spot some deer, approach them from behind carefully. If this is possible, then shoot. Got that? The NPC commands aren't super relevant, but they can come in handy. Especially given the AI can be a little fucky sometimes. But you don't have to learn them because there aren't a lot of missions that require use of an NPC. And they're generally decent about crouching when you crouch and not being too fighty or frustrating. Let's just follow these tracks and see if we can't get ourselves a deer. You may have also noticed that there was a heartbeat and sort of a zoom as I held my aim. The longer you hold your aim, the more accurate it'll become. There's also these, but those will come in handy later. So that's another reason to stay quiet and be able to sneak up, is the longer you hold your aim, the more likely you are to be able to put a shot right where you want to put it. Should be just down this way. Thankfully, we should be able to see them. There they are. They are. Try to sneak closer. Shoot when you're close enough. So hunters aim for the heart. That's a difficult thing for beginners. For easier aim for the head. Target the one that presents you with the best shot. Look at with just one bullet if you hit its head. Try taking it to your target quietly and dropping it with one headshot. Go ahead. Yes. Sneaky. I don't remember how to. There we go. Little close. You want more? Out of here. Yeah! Got it! Done. That's how you hunt. Collect what you can from the kill. Remember, target the animal you shot to collect parts of its carcass. Always make sure to actually dismantle your hunt before the mission ends. Thankfully, we don't have to deal with trying to capture any of these animals. Crap, got separated. Gotta backtrack. Oh, right. Also, yeah. If you command your NPC to stay put, you do have to signal for them to follow you again. Or SAEJIMA will comment about how you got separated.
無駄にはせえへんで。
Woo! Deer meat and deer hide. Good, you've collected what you can. Waste those items. Never forget that you took an animal's life to get them. Meat taken from carcasses is precious, and some animal parts can restore health. At the very least, they can fetch good prices. Don't forget to collect them. For 0, all items of mission progress you made during the current mission outing will be lost if your health drops to 0. Give this deer meat to Nisha's wife. Better put it in my valuables just to keep it safe. Now keep helping or go back to the village. Your call. I'm finding the way. Alright. So now, we effectively have some free reign over the mountain. We can't do everything available to us just yet. We do still have to babysit Okudera, but... honestly, I'd just make a line for the exit, which you can see on the map right here is just where we came in. Leaving through the spot you came in is the only way you'll be able to exit a hunting mission with everything you found. So, make sure you have enough health and supplies for the entire trip. Animals here, though. If I can't net me a little bit more to bring home. It's because, you know, want to pay back Nish and his wife. I've got to eat too. Any of them? Not going anywhere. Out of that tree. There you are. That's how we do it. So, yeah. A lot like Kiryu's taxi driver thing, there will be a bunch of side stuff for SAEJIMA's hunting. And this is SAEJIMA's proper side story, a lot like Kiryu's taxi driver. And I'll be doing a lot of the side stuff off camera. But, unlike Kiryu's side story, the core missions are all pretty interesting. And I do think I'll be just dedicating a stream to it. And I like this. I like the hunting missions. I like them a lot. Again, the side stuff and like major side stories in Yakuza 5 I think are far superior to 4. I really do enjoy this hunting stuff, and I'll be doing the main missions on stream. Probably any side stuff I'll take care of off camera, but there just isn't as much that I feel I'll need to do off camera. It's not exactly as fast-paced, but it's decent fun, you know? I really like it. It's not my favorite of the side stories. We'll get to my favorite of the side stories. But, and Taxi Driver is probably my second favorite, or my most favorite on Sundays, but... Anyway, once you get to the place you entered, you can decide to stay or leave. You can see we got 3 doe. Even though some of them definitely had antlers. Like, trans deer? I don't know. Get back safely. The mountain was kind to you. When you decide to go hunting again, until then I'll hold on to your rifle. I do appreciate that they like, address that you would need to clean the rifle regularly, and Okudera just says, I don't want to teach you that, so I'll just do it myself. Next time I'm on the mountain and want to use it elsewhere, move it to your inventory, return to the village. Items you collected on the mountain are moved to the item box. Transfer the ones you want to use to your inventory. Deer meat for Nish and his wife is automatically moved to valuables. All snow gear must be moved to the item box or the inventory. So, every time you come back from a hunting trip, anything you collected you can place in either the item box or your inventory. You can see we got deer hides, which are just a pretty good sell item, and deer meat, which can be a decent early game healing item. Let's put most of our deer meats into the item box, but let's put our hides in inventory so that we can sell them, because we'll need some cash. And each time you complete a main story mission, or once you complete a few story missions, you might gain a new skill, such as this one, Ice Walk, which raises our walking speed in the snow. These are just locked behind the basic story missions. There isn't like an experience bar or anything, so we'll just get these naturally as we progress through the hunting side story. And it just generally makes things a little bit easier each time. Hello, Okudera. Let's get ourselves a save. Nice. And let's head on out. We gotta give that meat to Nishina's wife. Hello. You're Do you like me to go then? Appreciate your help. I'd like to repay my debt to you. Here, take this. Get over the deer meat. Being in debt doesn't sit well with me. Not sure if that's enough, though. Going to the wild again, please be careful. Alright. I don't think else is hurt. Baby bear's back. Yeah, Okudero's not very popular around here, for whatever reason. Well, actually a number of reasons. Alright.
戻ったか。用は済んだのか。そっか。なら次は罠猟に行く。ウサギを取って馬場に精をつけさせてやろ
う。すいません兄貴。俺のためにわざわざ。
ああ、任せとけ。
くくり罠は俺の方で用意しておいた。冴島、山に入る準備はいいか。
Alright, time for the other half of the side story, the trapping. Let's go.
ああ、準備できとる。
Got ourselves a little prep we need to do before we take on creeping terror. Stuff. Let's throw that deer meat into our snow gear. Let's see. Alright. We have our ice walk skill now, increasing our snow walking speed. We don't have any of these optional missions that we can take care of yet, and that's what these are. These are things we'll be able to undertake in addition to main huntings. But that will all be in due time. Right now, let's take on creeping terror. Let's go!
よし。それじゃあ出発だ。
Oh, right, this guy. Hello. Didn't know anybody owned trucks here. None of the villagers do. The guy with the truck is a trader who visits us to conduct business. He must be stuck here because of the road closure. We sell him animal skins and meat, and he sells us good from the city. Even in this place, commerce is everything. Yeah, just like everything else. Guess I'll be doing business with them myself soon. Well, introduce yourself. To be working with somebody, it's always best to know each other's names. Great. Got a minute? Yes, of course. How can I help you? Do business here, don't you? Thought I'd introduce myself. Make your acquaintance. I was wondering who the muscly new guy was. Quite a while since any newcomers were around. Makes sense in a place like this. Now, this mountain is actually pretty famous because of the outstanding quality of its animal meats and skins. That's so. Oh yes, the meat is prized at the most high-end restaurants in Tokyo, and the skins trade at high prices inside the most luxurious fur stores. I mean, I assume that's why you were hunting here in the first place. You might say that. I knew there was choice game, but I didn't know it was that good. Some of the best around. Heck, 2 years ago, hunters would come up here all the way from Honshu. Not quite like that anymore, though. 10 years ago, Okudera started living in the village right after he was rescued. Still, the primo quality of wild game on this mountain remains unmatched. That's why I still come here to trade. I'm looking forward to doing business with you. Ready to go, SAEJIMA? Yeah, sure. So it's a very Stardew Valley sort of hand wave of how you're able to make so much money doing this. It's like, oh, the quality is incredible. Although this is a bit more violent than Stardew Valley. I think you need to install a few mods before you can go out shooting things. It's Stardew Valley. You can shoot stuff just fine in this game. I'll show you how to trap small game. Doesn't involve any shooting, so don't worry about your rifle. Use different traps for different animals. Today we'll catch rabbits. For them we use snares. Got it. Rabbits, snares. Yeah, you can also catch martens and foxes around here, but we'll save them for another time. So, this is a snare. The animal steps in it, the wire tightens around its foot. Use mine today, but remember to bring your own for next time. Appreciate it. Got a snare. Traps are reusable, but they can break. Just repair them if that happens. Each time you use a trap, it gets a little less durable. If its durability drops to 0, it will break. Use a repair kit to repair it. Key to successful trapping is placement. Look for a good trap site. Where do I find those? There are many trap sites on the mountain, but the best ones are wherever there are lots of animal tracks. So if you do find a site, check the area for tracks. Gotta trek around in the snow till they find a site. They ever said a hunter's life was easy? Go on now, lead the way. Alright. Thankfully, I know exactly where these sites are. They should be just a bit of a ways up the path towards the little, first open area we came on as we visited this place. And yes, you'll notice that SAEJIMA is now moving much faster than he was. You also see the little glowy bit right there. Actually, 3 right here on screen. There's a 4th one just up the way, which will be our trap sites. SAEJIMA, over there. Look at that. Trap site. There are many like it on the mountain. Have to find them and set up traps on them. Go ahead and set up a snare. That was to walk up close to a trap site. Examine it. And let's lay down a snare. Yeah, let's set a snare here. Yes. Yes. This'll do. Good. Now if that's done, we should go. Animals won't come near it if there are people around. Always go somewhere else before looping around to check your traps. Never know what can happen. Game might get snared even while you're walking around other trap sites. And again, it might not. So traps at good sites, be patient. Got it. Go without saying, but make sure you actually collect trapped game. Hunters, not indiscriminate killers. Do you understand that? I do. Any traps you set will appear on the map. To recover them along with any game that was caught, simply walk up to the trap sites. So yeah, use different traps for different game, find sites and set them up. After it's set, leave it alone, and always pick it up once you've got it. Why don't we look for some more trap sites? Well, there's a few more around here. Some up here. Go over here. I'm seeing a few more up this way that we might be able to check out. There's 5 for teaching you how to trap. No need to go deeper into the wild. Okay. We do have our dodge. And yes, I have once or twice accidentally rolled over a trap site because I wasn't close enough. Trap site. Let's lay down another snare. This'll do. Right over here. Set up another snare right here. Guess you're getting the hang of things. Let's look around for the next trap site. Really watch your health while you're on the mountain. You need to eat food to keep up your strength. If things start looking bad, don't push your luck. You don't want to be surviving solely on the meat of whatever you hunt, since that's never a sure thing. Always, always, always pack food for your trips up the mountain. Yep. Sometimes you will need to bring stuff back, so you won't be able to eat everything you find. And of course, you'll need to actually bring stuff back to sell it. One more snare. And then that should be all the ones available in this area. Whenever you're out there, always be wary of bears. Yamauroshi is the obvious danger, but other bears are nothing to be trifled with either. Figured that. Right, you already know how fearsome they are. Yes, they certainly don't need Yamaroshi's size to satisfy that hunger for flesh. Coming upon a bear, you might be tempted to run from it, but that's not the best idea. They will always give chase, and they can outrun any man. Better off calmly dodging the attacks until they give up. Or shooting them, of course. If you're going to shoot, though, you should know that your very life depends on dropping it with just one bullet. Nothing is more dangerous than an injured bear. I don't expect you to know where a bear's heart is. Aim for its head. Remember that. Our tribe set all the sites in the area. Now we just wait until they are sprung. Use any spare traps as you see fit. Should be all 4 have laid down. And once they turn gold like this, they just gotta leave them a little longer. I believe we'll get a little notification as to when they pop. But right now we just gotta wander around a little bit, do some laps, I guess. There we go. So you can see there's a little corpse right there, there's a little animal, and it's blue. So we know there's an animal there. Nice, caught a rabbit. Very nice. I'm grateful. Got rabbit meat, rabbit pelt, and we got our snare back. All there is to it. Suit the trap to the game. You're a proper rookie hunter now, so I'll treat you as such. Now on, you do the prep work and hunt your own food. You feel okay with that? Alright with me. Way down and bring this rabbit to Baba. That roar. Oh god. Oh, that thing's scary. So, there is a headcanon I read a while back. I actually don't know if I read it or if I came up with this on my own. But there is a fight in Yakuza 0's arena, the Bed of Sticks, called the Demon Bear. You gotta run or kill him, so don't even try. Just fend him off. And I'd like to think that that bear you fight is a young Yamaroshi that you could fight as Kiryu or Majima that just escapes into the mountains and becomes Yamaroshi. I know that might not line up perfectly with the lore, but I think it's cool. Anyway, this is a little tutorial on how to deal with bears. Much like Okudera said, don't even bother trying to fight these things. Just get out of the way. And also, don't worry, that's scripted. Okudera is supposed to get hit right there. And Yamaroshi will go away. Alright, let's get back to the village. But wait, I still have traps set. Oh well. Not have to be rescued by anyone. Getting old. Glad you're safe. Like adventure to be Okudera-han. Over there must be hungry. Him and his funny little lump.
うまいっすかねこれ。でもなんつうか獣肉っぽくない味ですよね。
あんまりうまいもんやないな。ウサギの味としか言いようがあらへん。
でも栄養はありそうです。
だいぶ体力も戻ってきたようだな、ババ。
はい。これも奥寺さんと兄貴のおかげです。感謝してます。
冴島、ウサギの毛皮でお前の防寒着も補強しておいた。試しに着てみろ。
なるほど。こいつはあったかいで。
そいつを着れば雪山でもなかなか体力が減らんだろ
う。奥寺藩、おおきにな。
Alright, we got ourselves special cold wear.
お前が命がけで取ってきた獲物だ。俺に礼などいらん。
相変わらず素直やないの。
まったくですね。
なんとでも言え。
奥寺藩、どこに行くんや。
集落の様子を見に行ってくる。雪で塞がっていた道がどうなってるか気になるからな。お前たちにはまだこの集落を出てやるべきことがあるんだろ
う。ほな俺が行くわ。師匠を働かすんはあかんやろ。それに奥寺藩もまだ傷が治っとらんはずや。少し休んでもらおうな。
なら好きにしろ。
Let's move some. Let's just throw everything in the item box. And take our 2,000 experience points. We also got a new skill, Snowman. Reduces health loss out in the cold. Right. First off, save the game. Actually, if I recall correctly, the village. So you want to go see if they plowed the snow from the road? Okay. That lost fellow Kadena-san found. Sure am. You want something? How long are you staying here? Why you even want to stay long? There's something you ought to know about our village. Last year, there's a small shrine. They say it was built at the same time as the village to provide protection. A strange old fellow called Tendo calls it home. You have to watch out for him. Strange are we talking? Like, beyond strange. You look like a sage out of a storybook, and rumors that he can use sorcery. Ugh, you believe in that stuff? Really not scared? Then go see him for yourself. Don't say I didn't warn you. Sorcerer in a mountain shrine, huh? Sounds interesting. It is interesting, SAEJIMA, and we should go talk to him. Okay, not this guy. Up here. He's up over here. Yep. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to just talk to the temple. Hang a right here, and talk. Shrine the villagers we're talking about? Sage around here. An offering from the heart, and the mountain gods will share with you their wisdom. I know I ain't just hearing things. Like an offering? Question is what? Well, mountain gods, so maybe they want something natural from the mountain. Buy some vegetables from the village. So, this is Tendo. SAEJIMA's trainer for this game. It is, well, don't worry about it. Right now, let's just head to the village and buy ourselves some vegetables. Hopefully, I believe the trader will have stuff for us. Just until he doesn't come back.
Nani?
Scoop that bag into the Kiyachi. Let's get involved. I love getting involved in situations. Does the matter, Sakurai-han? Near one of our hunters, Kihachi, never came down from the mountain. Ishina-san went out to find him, and now they're both missing. Yes, we're scared of Yamanoroshi? Why'd you be scared? Ishina-han's missing. Does she know about it? Think nothing wrong because she's one hell of a strong woman. Any idea where the hunter Kihachi was going? Wouldn't have gone far. He's not that dumb. Now let's wait. She'll let the mountain swallow anyone else. In the case they go see Nishina's wife. Okay. Also, we can see in the road right here. Also, hey, that gray circle looks familiar. Just the man I wanted to see. The mountain. Very difficult for me to source any merchandise. Yep. Don't plan on going on any hunting sprees. Much. Million yen. I can't know what you think to equal that. As like, would you bring me a few things? I'm counting on you. Yep. So, mission. These are just optional side missions we can take care of while we're hunting. Right now, we have some stuff to sell. Now we got 3 good deer hides to sell, and a rabbit pelt. So the small game is definitely easier to deal with, naturally, because the traps you can just lay them down to wait. But as you can see from the prices, even the most basic deer is going to be better money-wise. So once you're a bit more experienced and capable, then just hunt the big game unless you have a mission specifically for it. We can also buy stuff here. Right now, what I want to do is grab a hut repair kit and a carrot. Wood and chisel, horse mackerel, bait, various fishing baits. There's bear bait, but I'm not really interested in getting any bear's attentions. We will... For anyone who remembers the previous revelations SAEJIMA had, you may understand why I'm picking up this wood and chisel as well. Just for future use. Right now, let's take this carrot we got. Actually, first we should go see Nishina's wife. Because that green circle looks awfully familiar. Hello. Sorry your husband's dead. Want me to go shoot something. Yeah, he'll be fine. I'm gonna find him. Yep. Mission added. White darkness. But before we do that, I need to go see a man about a carrot. What do I have for items right now? Nah, I'll be fine. Am I making an offering? Let's leave this carrot. Very well, I shall grace you with the voices of the heavens. Oh. Hi. Oh. Who are you? Me? Well, I'm the one they call Tendo. Tendo, huh? I guess I shouldn't be surprised. You definitely got the look of a sage. A sage? Well, I can see how people might think that. But truth be told, it's not that simple, for I'm a being both animate and inanimate. You lost me already. Whatever, just tell me what you're doing here. Well, you see, this shrine is the dwelling of the mountain gods. Mighty deities are the very creators of this mountain. I train each day to be able to hear their voices. And hear what the gods say? Is that even possible? The whispering wind, the babbling brook, the creaking tree. All murmurings of the gods. Heed their call and open your mind. Oh, and make an offering to the gods while you're at it. An offering? Do you expect? The gods don't offer their wisdom for nothing. You sow, you shall reap it all. Sorry, snowflake got in my mouth. So you shall reap and all that. Right, I think I get it. I imagine it is power you seek. Great strength that will take you to the next level. Strength? What are you talking about? No, say no more. I know what is in your heart. Is that right? I will help you hear the voices of the heavens. In so doing, I might just bring myself one step closer to my own enlightenment. So let me get this straight. If I make an offering, I can ask you to make me more powerful. Yes, that's the gist of it. You are quite perceptive, I must say. And if I ain't sure what to offer, I can ask you. Just so. Do that, and the mountain gods will surely answer your prayers. You can't help but feel like you're taking me for a ride, old man. But what the hell, I'll give it a try. Alright, Tendo's training. Reactions are not available in training battles. Make sure you're prepared before you begin, as you may never know what might happen on the mountain. So, Tendo is... You know what, I'll talk to him. I'll get into it when we start fighting him. Excellent, I'll be waiting. Can I talk to him right now? Actually, I'm gonna go to, Okudeta's and save. Because I am not entirely sure whether or not you can game over from training, but I don't want to find out the hard way. And also, we gotta go talk to Okudeta about the missing guy. We'll do that later. Right now, let's move all of these things to the item box. And throw these in my inventory. And I forgot to save. That was the thing that I came here to do.
Baba-chan.
No, I don't want to talk to Baba.
兄貴のおかげでだいぶ体力も戻ってきました。下山するくらいならもう大丈夫です。道さえ復旧してくれりゃいつでも出発できますよ。
そうか。けどあんま無理をすんな。
Alright. Well, at least Baba's feeling back on his feet. Blah. Blah. Save. And let's go talk to that weird sorcerer. See if he's got any magical strength for us. Alright. Okay. Hello. But its bounty dwindles at this time of year, yet sustenance can be had if you look. I have to offer another carrot? I have to offer another carrot? Oh man. Fine. Yeah, you do have to offer 2 carrots to get, to unlock the first bit of training. But, I do want to demonstrate at least the first lesson. Oh right, also you heard the story of the Jesus statues. There's 12 Jesus statues on the mountain. Some kind of ghost story? No, not at all. We're talking about beneficial spirits. See, in the old days, hunters would pray to a Jesus statue if they happened to come across one. Makes sense the hunters were superstitious. I mean, the mountain is such a dangerous place. What if it worked? Some people sworn that the Jesus statues kept them from getting lost in the wilds. Hard to understand why folks turn to superstition. If you ask me, it can't hurt. If I came across a Jesus statue up there, I'd pray to it. Why not? That was a new mission. So those little stone statues we saw we were wandering on the mountain, those were the Jesus statues that we can pray with, that we can pray to. There's more traps we can buy from here. The winter provisions and the cold weather rations are just on the mountain healing items that we can bring. They're good, but obviously they're pretty pricey, so we won't be getting them until much later. Right now, all I really want to do is take on that first bit of training. So, yeah. Drop a carrot. Here you go. Wrong. I can't move. Hold on, old man. Old man? Yeah, he just starts fucking hovering. Oh, he's floating. I am Todoroki, god of this mountain. Todoroki? It is power you seek that endure the ordeal I put before you. The hell? Yes, though I can offer no assurance that you shall survive. The heart still beats by the end, new power is what you shall have. Wait, what are you gonna do? After our talk is over, let us begin! So, Tendo. At least, I think it's Tendo. The god of the mountain. Tendo's training is a massive pain in the ass, because, like any good grappler, SAEJIMA is very weak to zoners, and the mountain god here loves his fireballs. And yes, this is just magic. I won't pretend to try and explain it away. This is just magic. I do recommend the forward roll here. So dodge back and then dodge forward, because you can low profile the projectile. Again, I'm talking about this like it's a fighting game, but this guy sucks. His fireballs deal a lot of damage, he's incredibly slippery, and you can't use heat actions. He's also pretty invulnerable to grabs, so your options are very limited taking this guy on. He will also, in this first fight, summon these little one-hit spirits that aren't too much of a threat if you can get rid of them quickly, but if you can't get rid of them quickly, then they can get really annoying really quick. He also will sometimes, instead of just throwing the one fireball, will chain together 3 of them at once. He is vulnerable while he's performing the animation to summon his little friends, but oh yeah, and the deer meat does not restore a lot of health. But at best, you're only going to be able to get a few hits on him before he blocks. But just drop him to 0 HP, and she'll be fine. Is it over? Eh. Okay, old man? Every bone in this old body aches. What on earth happened? You don't remember? You got possessed by some mountain god named Todoroki. He said something about an ordeal and then attacked me. How did it happen? Mountain god Todoroki, you say? The god of the mountain will use my body as a vessel. So happy I think I'm going to cry. Cut it out. Weird geezer, you know that? SAEJIMA, was it? I wasn't able to speak with the mountain god, but you did, correct? Todoroki? Yeah, I did. Oh, blessed tears of joy. I'm crying already and tell me what's going on. Notice anything different? Did the god of the mountain grant you new power? I've come to think of it. Learn Tiger Iron Hammer. Oh, you did gain new power. You're so alive to not deceive me. This is the happiest day of my life. Yeah, well, good for you, old man. Again, SAEJIMA, bring another offering if you are to speak with the gods once more. Yeah, well, this is all kind of creepy, but make me stronger, I guess it's worth it. I look forward to seeing you again. Alright. Not bad at all. This is the next offering we need to leave. They were offerings that are handmade for its show's dedication. Well, very interesting. But, I did a little digging during one of those cutscenes, and yes, So you do just need to blitz through the story missions for the hunting thing. You don't actually need to do any side stuff to like get better gear. So I'm going to save, and I'm going to be ending the stream. So, because I think that was more than enough. And, yeah. That was a lot of fun. We got through the first half of SAEJIMA's story, made it out of prison, and we're in this cool hunting village. I think next time around, it's going to be pretty much just the hunting. I think we're going to blow through all of SAEJIMA's side story in the next next stream, which I'm very excited about. Saturday, hopefully time and technology allows, we will properly continue Dead Rising 3. I think we're actually getting pretty close to the end game there, because I don't know how many chapters left. We might not be, but we're making decent progress in Dead Rising 3, and I do hope we can keep that up, because that game's a lot of fun. And next week, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be continuing Yakuza 5 Remastered and playing through SAEJIMA's side story, Hunter and Killer. So, until then, thank you all so much for coming out. Chat, thanks so much for joining me. VOD watchers, hello from the past. And until next time, I'm Jay Tetsukaros, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!